Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the champs from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for James Conner. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 29 yards.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 28 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
On the return, it's Washington.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They go with Chubb on second down, fighting him off. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Chubb on the counter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score Cardinals 14, Browns 7.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Murray now on first down. To Connor on the check down. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Browns' 19-yard line.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Cardinals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll run for it. Chubb. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Throwing again, Murray. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Murray now. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! James Conner. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Going up top.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A give. This is Chubb. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab.
And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On play action, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's McBride. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On the ground, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Browns.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out left side here to Bryant. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isabella now from his end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Washington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the... He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an
And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.